What's going on, guys? Blake Hawthorn, Itshisturf. Today we're going to be looking at the ramp rack, figuring out if it's right for you, because we found out it's right for Riley. Alright guys, you're probably wondering who Riley is and how he's relevant to today's video. Well, Riley Dempster is the owner of Dempster Brothers Lawn Care and Landscaping out of Knoxville, Tennessee. He's gone through our playbook. We've been communicating through social media, and he wanted to come down and shadow my company. He had a list of questions, wanted to pick my brain and just kind of start planning his business for the next few years. And so that's what we did. He came out, stayed down here a few days, kind of saw how we did business, how we run our operations, and we just started talking about everything that he's got going on within his company and how he's going to grow and expand over the next few seasons. Originally, he was going to be buying a truck from me, so I had an F-150 long wheelbase that I was going to sell him, and this is what he was going to use for one of his lawn maintenance crews. Well, the week before he was supposed to come down, we actually had a couple trucks break down, and so I had to call and say, hey man, I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to be able to sell you this truck. And so he went ahead and he booked him a return flight for when we got done with the job shadowing, so that way he could get home. After he was down here, we started talking about business, how he could refine some of his routes, really narrow down on his density and his ideal client. He found out that really he could do away with a trailer setup and go the route of the ramp rack. So those of you that may not know, the ramp rack is a setup that Wyatt with Ramp Rack introduced to us at GIE last year, and this is a really cool setup. So I got to actually see it firsthand when I was there, and I was really blown away. Unfortunately, it doesn't make sense for our operations. We do so much with the Exmark Navigator, so much bagging of grass, that it just didn't make sense for us. But as me and Riley started talking about him having one setup and sticking to that walk behind, stand on unit, I started thinking, I was like, man, you could really do away with a trailer, you could focus in on this setup and put you a ramp rack on it and just really be able to cut down on route density, not have the extra liability of another trailer or of a trailer, of the extra tires. The more we discussed it, the more that he agreed, and we thought, okay, so one crew set up with 50, 60 lawns a week of just high-end clients, that he could have that one ramp rack set up, and that crew could be super efficient every single day, reaching his goal of revenue for the day, hitting his profit margins of everything that he needed. And so it just made sense. And that's when we started shopping for some other trucks and just kept coming up short. Luckily, my mechanic Casey was able to actually get a couple of our trucks going, get them back on the road. And since we kept finding stuff that was either out of Riley's price range or it was just beat up and abused, I decided, hey man, let's go back to the original plan. I'll sell you this F-150. It is long wheelbase. It's got heavier duty suspension, and we'll attempt to build you a ramp rack setup. We'll just look at some pictures. We'll kind of mimic what the dovetail and everything is on my flat cab, and we'll come up with a happy median in between and get you on the road, get everything rocking and rolling so you can start making some money and have this perfect setup ready to go. Kind of jumping into us building our own ramp rack, we were able to save Riley some money on that, but it was just convenient because we had the the welders, the cutters, everything here. I had the manpower, the know-how to be able to do it, and so it just was convenient at this time for Riley, and I really just kind of wanted to help him out, since I originally backed out on the truck, came back into the truck deal, and I just wanted him to get back to Knoxville and start making some money, and not have to order one, have it shipped to him, wait on it, and then install it. So that's kind of where our mindset was. So if you don't have those kind of resources, then I highly encourage you to go check out the ramp rack. Order you one, they'll literally ship it to you. You can unbox it, bolt it on your truck, and have it ready to rock and roll. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This was just a dive into a piece of equipment, so something that you can start to look forward to each and every week is us looking at a piece of equipment that either ourselves or another company are using to be more productive and more efficient in our day-to-day operations. I hope to start to take a little deeper dive, kind of like how we did on the sod cutter last week. If you haven't seen that video, be sure and check it out. But it's just those type of things that we can show you a little bit of what there is and what you need for your company to find out, before you spend the money, if it's really worth it. But guys, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate your support. Leave a comment. Let me know what you have going on, if you think this setup's right for you, and if not, what is right for you? What are you using in your day-to-day operations? Is it a trailer setup? Is it a truck and trailer? What is it? So thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one, and God bless.
Jump rack, take one.
That was really good synchronizing.
We should clap more together all the time.